say here at Kajun Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it with no problem. I got an offer. I got the dollars. Let me have it, please. I got the dollars. Let him have it. You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let him have it with no problem. Let him have it.
Hello, 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 and welcome, and good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Let's see here. First in the house this morning is Mr. Paul. Hello, hello. Good morning. Happy Thursday hump speed day. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Suzanne, yes, Suzanne, I hope if you're here, you're listening. Yep, there she is. I hope everything goes well for you today and that you do clear a good bill of health on your test today. Lucky Charms Wendy. Hello, hello, and welcome. Good morning. There's Susanna. Hello, hello. I hope you're feeling better and I hope everything goes well for your test today. So how are you feeling this morning, Mr. Trent?
I feel pretty good. It's been a busy morning already. We've had 9 million things to do today, but we have got them all accomplished. And I say all of them. I still got a lot of wrapping packages to do. And,
and invoicing and all that good stuff.
And invoicing, yeah, that's right. I've still got a lot of stuff to get done, but it will all
hopping on every channel last night. That was a good way to get yourself out there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And also, I want to mention, I forgot, Paul did get the pie point for the day.
What?
On the list.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I actually got quite a few subscribers by going on the auctions yesterday.
Well, that's good.
So yeah, that's fantastic.
Yes, he did a marathon last night. You're right about that, Wendy.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Last night, whenever I finally got the Tease channel, I was like, whatever, you know. They're like, hey, it's Trent again. I'm like, hi guys, what's going on?
It was that energy, like that was just what was left, huh?
Yeah, that's right. It was, like I say, it was a lot of fun. I don't know if I would do 3 shows again anytime soon. So,
right.
But I did. I sold a lot of products. Real quick, I sold a basket of baseball cards about this big for $230.
Wow.
And I sold a vintage. Here, let me show you the lunchbox I sold. Just a second. Well, it's not going to show it because of it's got the beat.
You still can see it though. Yeah. The green is what's cutting it out. There you go.
But like I say, it's in excellent condition. It is a Aladdin Industries 1962.
Wow.
Hanna-Barbera production.
That is an excellent condition for that year.
Yeah. So, and it looks like what happened was whenever the little boy used it, it's got his name here, 3rd grade. And it looks like whenever he used it, his mama just put it up and never done anything else with it. Just
does it have the thermos with it?
No thermos.
I want to say hello, and welcome. If you don't know who this is Flippin' Hustler. That is Todd. Hello. Good to see you, Todd. Good morning. And Wolf Toy Jerry in the house. Hello. Drifter Thrifter. That is Nate from the other side of the pond. Hello, and welcome. Good morning.
I'm 99% sure I'm not at the beach either.
Yeah, but no thermal. Yeah. January house, Mr. Mike. Hello, and welcome. Just to let you know, I think your mug is either in the final process that you purchased off the merch items on my eBay store. The last I saw, that was in process, being in print. So it shouldn't be too much longer. Everybody else basically got what they ordered this weekend already mailed starting to be mailed. I got notifications, so you should be getting a notification soon. Thank y'all so much for your love and support and helping out with the merch sales.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did ship. Okay, I knew the last thing I got. I wasn't sure if it was shipped or if it's waiting to be shipped. And I think the only one I got left now, I think, is Wendy. Your shirt is in print. I love the idea with the merchandise, which is in all my description of the videos. Once you place an order, I get to check it out and see where it's at in progress. That way I can always keep an eye on it. And so those have been shipped. I'm just waiting on one more to go. And then all the sales from this weekend are out. And Susanna, your order's on its way as well. So yeah, I hope everything's going well with you, Susanna. I hope everything turns out good for you.
That's awesome.
So good to see each and every one of y'all today. Also, don't forget, yesterday, I didn't realize this, but when I kick off the auctions on Wednesday, it continues to Paul and then again to T at Hemlock Ladies. So that was a pretty good little marathon yesterday.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And I believe Crystal at Rosie's Closet, if you want to check out, she did put out a notification yesterday. It's going to be on a fundraiser they're doing. There is a GoFundMe page set up for Becky from Painting the Roses Red. She did pass away a couple of weeks ago, and they're doing a fundraiser, and her husband's being involved in that. So if you want to check it out, check out the Fluffy is actually hosting it. But I want to say his name is Jason, Becky's husband. So definitely check it out and help and support them for their cause. When you see that, I'm sure she's going to put the link in again. So what you have going on this week, Mr. Trent?
First off, today, I will finish getting all of this stuff. Everybody that sent me their information, I will get all of their stuff packed up and get them an invoice sent out and get them ready to ship. And as soon as I receive payment, it will be in the mail.
There you go.
And, yeah, it's once I get all this stuff done, then I've got some videos I need to get started on. I've got a lot of videos I need to get started on because I've kind of been slacking this week. I wasn't planning on being on auctions all day yesterday.
Right.
And I thought I was going to be able to get some of my editing and stuff done and some of the actual shooting the videos and I didn't get any of it done. So
right.
Yeah, we've got an eventful weekend coming up. We do have some yard sales coming up this weekend, Saturday, and I'm going to try to hit some of them and see if I can get some more inventory, some more stock built up. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So the next video or two that I put out is going to be so funny.
Wendy says Trent did amazing on his marathon auctions yesterday. Susanna says thank you, Trent, for being with Johnny yesterday while she was not able to be here. And I did see another comment. I am 99% sure Trent ain't at no beach. But
yeah.
No.
You never know.
Let's see. I saw Paul make a comment or somebody make a comment. Let's hear. Yes, I did see the actual mugs, and those are nice. Stop making excuses, Paul said. Went to a thrifting trip today. Total bust. Was dropping into a local one the way home and big hit. A local. Oh wow, cool.
Yeah.
Good morning, hello, and welcome to the Flipping Accounting. How are you doing this morning? Good to see you, Rachel. Reinventing Rachel. Good to see y'all this morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello to each and every one of you. And of course, I see Miss Carol just came in. I'm waiting for there we go. Waiting for the pop up in StreamYard. Hello, hello, and good morning, Miss Carol.
That's right. And that's sometimes that's how it goes. You go thrifting and it's a total bust. Sometimes you just don't find anything. And
true.
It is what it is. But whenever you do find something, that's what makes it all exciting. And you're like, oh my goodness, I done found this right here.
Yep.
It's so much fun.
Let's see. Lego Man of the Midwest, Brandon. Hello, hello, and good morning. Still sitting in the closet.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's see. Like said, I went thrifting Monday. It was fun.
Yeah.
One CD that sells for $100. Wow, that is a good find.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
Hello, hello. Good morning and welcome to Back Road Bidder, Mr. Chuck. Hello, hello.
Good morning, buddy. Good morning.
On eBay. Oh, cool. Tonight, 5 o'clock. Yeah, he does a guest, I think, almost every day. Definitely have to go check that one out if you haven't checked out the eBay Addict.
Drop your link.
He does an awesome little interview every day with someone different. And so definitely go check it out. You'll see Flipping Accounting on there today at 5 o'clock. Good morning. come out the closet. Brandon.
That's right. Flipping accountant, drop your link to your YouTube channel so I know whether or not I'm subscribed to you. Because if I'm not, then I will be.
Also, if you have the link to eBay Addicts, go ahead and put it in there for the one he usually does a thumbnail for each one. So definitely put it in the chat for everybody to come check it out.
Yeah.
When your finals coming, you can get out of the closet.
Yeah. Hey, Lego Man done pretty good yesterday too. Brandon, he done pretty good.
He 3 sales last night and had 100 all new items in. Wow, that is awesome. I'm so good to see you again, Rachel. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's going good for you. Storage closets when I get out of school. There you go. You're going to have to come out of there. You're right.
That's right.
Let's see here.
Well, I got a question. Why do they keep hiding you in the closet? I know every time we see you, you're either in the closet or you're auctioning off stuff, but
well, he's in the band. He's a band major. And what it is, that he works in there where he logs in and picks up music from all the other classes that use the music sheets in their school.
Okay, I thought it was maybe he was the class clown or something like that, and they're like, no, you go get in the closet.
Okay, Flipping Accountant just put his link in the chat. Let's see if we can get him. He's getting close to 500 subs. If you have not subscribed to him, go ahead and check it out and get a good subscription for him and watch some of his videos. He does some great content, so definitely check him out. The new title for Lego Man and Brooch Man. Oh, okay.
I bet we can get him to 500.
I think we can. I hope we can. That would be cool.
I bet so.
I love having those type of milestones on the channel with everyone. I'm doing a bit better than just dealing with the same medical issues, but living. I hear that, boo.
Yeah, that's right.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. And there's the link to come in if anybody's interested. And let me put this up here. I've got somebody here who's going to be promoting something that's happening this Saturday. Good morning, Jerry.
Morning, people.
Good morning. What's up?
Hello, Miss Jules. Good morning.
Just wanted to say everything is set.
Oh, you got it done?
Hey, look at there's even room.
No way. Let me get this off so we can see it.
See?
Wow. You can see the floor.
You can see the ground, the floor, the carpet.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're going to move out a few more things, and then we're going to have a table here, and we're going to put everything up on there because we're going to have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
At last count, I got 135 lots.
Oh, my Lord Jesus. I want to say this real quick. Chuck, you asked who we're trying to get to 500. There's the link for, if you go up there and watch it, it's at timestamp 912. That is their Flipping Accounting's email. His link to his channel. We're trying to get him to 500. So if you
I do have a floor, Wendy.
Yes.
Hey, that room looks nice now. It looks like it's organized. All the shelf looks good, man. I'm proud of you.
Always look this way.
I'm proud of you, man. You done good.
I also want to say hello to Miss Jules and also Deb at the Southern Vintage Picker. Hello, and good morning. Miss Carol. Want to catch up? Let's see, Joe. I also am in charge of the music library. That's what he does.
Okay.
It's like a storage room and he calls a closet.
Yeah. All right.
Paul's being too funny.
Don't forget everyone. If he makes 50K, he'll be giving away an autographed Jaws poster. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, I bet he would too.
That many lots, you shouldn't have no problem.
Well, like I said, we still got a few more. I mean, we basically got the whole thing done.
Yeah, I don't see much of a pile up on your sides over there, like you used to.
Yeah.
Yep, I got rid of a lot of stuff. Plus, also, I got I had in the last 3 days, I got in 9 new movie posters, and I sent out 15 posted for orders.
Right.
Within the last few days, because poster orders are picking up again. So,
yeah,
like it says, that's my big problem. Is just keeping up with those things.
All right, Mike was number 497, so he's got 3 more to go. Let's see if you haven't subscribed to the Flipping Accounting, go ahead and check it out. And if just also check to make sure you're still subscribed, even though you might not remember. Just good morning, hello, and welcome to Misha. Hello, good morning, and welcome.
Good morning, Misha.
I'm not seeing any here. Oh, okay.
Brendan and Susanna and Mike and Chuck and Carol and, of course, Paul.
Rachel, go ahead and put your link in the chat as well so they can check out your channel.
Yeah.
She does really well with some album. I bought a lot of albums from her when she was going through a lot of stuff that she was selling. Yeah.
I bought a lot of albums yesterday. I forget who it is I bought them from, but
right there.
Yeah.
That one.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the one that had and 2 sealed in the pack in the lot.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, I think you got a good deal on them records and vinyl.
Like, I need more stuff in my house.
Hey, it's all right. Like I say, you can probably turn around and flip it, especially that Ernest Tubb one that's signed. And I mean, I don't have any idea how much it worth, so I'm proud.
I'm holding off on sending you the money for those records because I figure when you come on Saturday, you're going to spend 3 times as much. So we'll just like swap it off.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, it'll just make it a lot easier on, the sending out stuff.
That's a great way to collaborate and network.
That's right.
This is Carol's link to Carol's Creative Corner. If you haven't subscribed to Miss Carol, she does auctions pretty much every day almost. If it's not on her channel, it's on others, but usually it's on hers pretty regularly during the week. So go ahead and subscribe to Miss Carol. Give her showing her some love and support. Also in the house this morning is Love Hollers. And welcome. Good to see you.
Good morning, Love.
Nothing but hound dog. I hear that. Aaron Proctor. Hello, and good morning.
Yep, there's Aaron.
Each and every one of you this morning. Don't forget that we're trying to get the flipping accounting to his 500 subs. I know how exciting that could be. Definitely go check out his link. It's in the chat. If you don't mind, go ahead and put it in again. And go check it out. Make sure you're still subscribed. Or if you haven't, just go ahead and subscribe. Rachel says, I don't know how to do that, Kajun. I do have 1,000 albums coming up for a secret location in Hawaii. Whoa. They have amazing titles, and you have to see them to get them. I hear that.
I'll be getting a lot of record albums because a friend of mine is going to introduce me to a person that I guess their family owned a movie shop, and they closed it up, and they're giving me first shot at it.
Okay, that's good.
No, that's not. These are bad things, you know?
No, if you're trying to collect, that's fantastic.
That's right. He's Flipping Accounting says, and I want to say his name is Trent, and I may be wrong. I have Flipping Accounting.
Oh, your name's Trent too?
I think so.
Well, that's cool.
There is Rachel's link to her channel. If you haven't subscribed to Rachel, Susanna just dropped the link. Go ahead and check her out. She's not one to request or ask for it, but we like to promote a lot of people in the morning show, and that's one way. Go ahead and show her some love and support as well. Just subbed. Thank y'all so much for helping each other.
I subbed Rachel.
We're going to be doing a couple of surprise things that were not mentioned for the auction.
Oh, okay. So you're pulling out all the sleeves on this auction, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yep. That's good.
It's going to be, I'll show you one of the surprises.
Okay, let me pull you up. Yep, I am still subscribed to you at 498 right now. Trent, I want to say it's Trent. I may be wrong.
All right.
Well, I don't know why I want to say Trent.
Back row. Chuck.
That's Chuck.
Yeah. Susanna just dropped his link.
Thank you, Susanna.
Yeah, you're fantastic, Susanna. Appreciate it. Yeah, y'all go check out Chuck. Make sure you're subscribed to him.
That's jewelry?
Yep.
Wow.
And the starting bid is going to be $5.
Holy moly. Brandon,
hey, if you drop the prices like that, you'll get rid of it. People will buy it. That's good. And you're gonna make some money, bro. Yes, sir.
This is it's all costume jewelry that the wife no longer wants. And she says, start it out.
A bit in the chat by Paul.
Well, hey, the Lego man, if you can sell other things aside from Lego, then guess what?
Yeah. 498. You're right.
Hey, I've got a bunch of Legos I need to sell.
Jerry selling jewelry.
Yep. Jerry will be
Where's Art?
selling everything.
I miss Art somewhere. Good morning, hello, and welcome, Art Vandelay, Mr. Dan. Hello.
Look at them already, like a bunch of crazy people.
Oh, Brandon's in at 10. Paul's in at 12. Lego Man's in at 15. Aaron Proctor, there's his link.
No. I figured that after this auction, I'll be boxing for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. That's good, though.
Paul is bidding 18, 22. Paul's in at 22. Paul, you got to go up higher. Lego Man's in at 28. Carol's in at 25. Their bidding war has started.
Yeah. Hey, that's
head of hair brand and YouTube.
Saturday's gonna be wild.
That's the way it was last night on a lot of baseball cards. As long as I kept showing baseball cards, that bid kept going up. Like I say, it went all the way up to $230 on that little lot of baseball cards I had.
And also, if you haven't checked out Mike at January House, he does auctions every Sunday and Tuesday. And also, he does some good content. So check out his channel. And if you haven't subscribed to him, show him some love and support too.
Yeah.
I was hoping in that football lot that you had at least some Patriot ones or even a few Tom Brady's.
Yeah.
I was trying to get them for the wife because she's the sports person.
Yeah.
But apparently that guy had no taste, so he only had two teams.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're right, he does have a good show. They're all fun. And he also does drawings. Every time you purchase something, he puts your name in a hat, and then he gives out a giveaway at the end of the show.
Okay.
You got to be there to do it, though. But yeah, he does pull names out of a hat at the end of his show.
That's right.
Is this an auction this morning? Well, you never know. Oh, Dan.
Yep. Trent was having a good time yesterday at the auctions.
Yeah.
See, but Trent, that might be your thing now. See, you go in with just a few items and then you run out because that seems to be when they're all bidding.
Yeah, I guess so. Because everything that I had that I'd gathered up probably 30, 35 items, something like that. I sold all of them yesterday. So
yeah, Rachel has a question. Is it bad to counter offer offers on your eBay items? No, it is not a bad thing. If you know you want a certain amount, for me, for example, I will go back and forth until there's no more counter offers is available for that item, for that bid, for that person. But I usually stand firm. I've done it many a times, and I've sold it for what I want for after it got into, because I already know what's my lowest point I want to sell something for. And if it's back and forth offering, you only have so many per item anyway, per person. So why not use it? Get what you want for it. Use it. Yeah, I know I do.
That's what I do.
When I was big on eBay for a while, it was you had 3 shots at it to put in an offer.
Now you got 5.
I hate are the ones that, like, let's say it's a $30 item and they say, best offer. So you say, okay, I'm going to be silly. I'll put in 18. I might not get it, but, and then they say no. And then you say, all right, let me try 24. And they say no. And you're like, well, wait a minute now. Then you try 27 and they still say no. And you're like, the thing is for 30. What is your best offer? $29?
Yeah.
I'm like, now you're just being an ignorant person. You can keep the item.
Yep. And like the Flipping Accounting says right here, he says, I always counter offer. Unless the original offer was so insanely low, I ignore it. And I've done the same thing too.
Yeah.
If something happens and I've got an offer, say my item is $30 and somebody comes in and offers me $8 for it, I hit the decline button.
Yeah. And
just because that insulted me. And there's no way that I'm going to sell it for $8. Not if I've got it listed for 30. And if somebody comes in and offers me 20 for it and I've got it listed at 30, then the negotiation will begin. Yeah. I'll drop it down to 28 and they'll probably come back with 21 or 22. And then you just keep negotiating down. And usually you can almost always guarantee that if you start at 30 and they start at 20, you're going to end on 25.
Yep.
Because I mean, it's fair enough for both of you.
And Rachel, the only one that you would be the only one that really know where would be your ending point. And so in example, some people ignore them, somebody declines them. For me, I just ignore it. especially when it's that big of a difference in what I'm asking for compared to what I know what I want to get for it. Yeah, you could do however you want with them because you do have, I think, 3 or 4 offers per a transaction per person.
Something that I have learned though, in order to get the sales rolling for the day, is if you wake up in the morning and you have an offer and it's a legitimate offer, say you've got something for 30 and they've offered you 25, accept that offer. And the reason you accept it is because it will, for some reason, I don't know why, but every time that I accept the offer in the morning, I'll make 25 sales that day. And I've got it all logged down, how many sales I've made on each day and whether I took an offer or whatever. And I went back and looked at the analytics on it. And every time I have taken an offer in the morning, it has started the ball rolling for me to make more sales. So if you get an offer early in the morning that's a legitimate offer, something that you can actually accept it, and then just watch, and you'll make more sales.
Paul wants to know, how much did you get for the Flintstones lunch?
What do you get for the Flintstones?
$50. Yep. I got $50 for the Flintstone lunchbox.
Susanna says we blew up mine before your paintings. You're so talented. Yes, she is.
Yeah.
The chat flew me. I'm fine.
But there is a thing on when you do put an offer in, you can put, how low you're willing to go before, you accept.
Yeah, you can actually put that in the listing too as well. You can put your
I don't know why these people don't do that then. Why do they just leave it blank? Because I'm like, that's just irritating. Like I said, if they put something that's like $30-$40 and they're only going to, their lowest is going to be like $2 or $3 beneath that, I'm like, you're just wasting my time.
Especially when you check off the box that says accept offers, right below it, it'll tell you what is the max you will to go to it and how much is the lowest.
Yeah.
If you don't, if it doesn't reach those amounts you put in, almost like reserves. You basically tell them this is what you want, but you're not going no lower than this. And if it doesn't go through that, they won't even let the offer go through. Obviously, nobody has wanted to either at least say anything about them. Yeah. And again, it's all in the way you list it. You can always go back and do that in your items and set the prices where you don't want to be bothered with if it doesn't reach those totals.
Yeah. And like Jules was saying on her comment, does she go straight to the minimum offer? No, don't go straight to your minimum.
Well, I think it's more of a question because she's thinking about getting into reselling. Yeah. Hello, and welcome, Steven, in the house.
The reason I say don't go to your minimum is because if you go straight to your minimum, then you have no negotiation room. And you can either send them a message, say the item's $30 and you're only going to take 25 for it, and you want to go straight to your minimum, send them a message and say, look, 25 is as low as I'm going to go. So if you want it, take it at 25 or it's no deal.
But like I said, that's why I got away from eBay because I was finding last year when I was trying to do some, like I said, they'd be like $30 or best offer. And I'd be going up to like $27, $28, and they're like, no. And I'm like, and what the hell do you want? Why are you even on here? Putting that on here, wasting my time.
Right.
Because what, you want to save $1? You know, that's not worth it for me, especially when I see what you're charging for shipping. Which is way overpriced.
I'm glad Rachel brought that question up because I've noticed, a lot of the videos that I watch, and I do try to watch a lot of content. I'm noticing that as some of the other people that are accepting these lowball offers, granted they might have sold 3 of them and they have 1 left and they just want to get rid of it, and so they just take this unridiculous low amount. They're not realizing that it's tanking the bottom of the price on a lot of these things when somebody sells it so low, and if somebody else finds one that goes to list it, that kind of hurts the price when they do that. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah, that's right.
The Drifted Thrifter says, go in hard, offer then the $26.50, and we'll get it at 9 out of 10 times. And that's just the way you got to be. You got to be firm at what you want. Would it be best to sell sports on an personal live auction or on an eBay auction? I don't know because I don't do auctions on eBay. Have y'all ever tried auctions on eBay?
I've done auctions on eBay, and every time I have, I've been burnt. I've tried putting items on there starting at 99 cents, and just to see what they would go to. It would be an item that I really didn't care if I made any great profit on it or whatever. And I don't ever have enough people bidding on the product. So it's like they'll come in and I'll have a GoPro or something like that. And it'll start off at $10. I mean, at 99 cents, and then it'll go up to $10. And then the listing will end. And then I just sold a GoPro 3 for $10.
Yeah.
And then I've got to pay for shipping because I offered free shipping on it. So it's
not worth it for you.
Yeah.
Right. I definitely want to point out something real quick. And then again, we always remember that a lot of times we do have people in here who actually don't sell yet or are interested in thinking about it. And this is the perfect way, an example. Jules is saying this because she is thinking about getting into eBay. And so she's asking these kind of questions for her. Again, if you go in and you set your little box that says accept offers, you can always do say, for example, it's a $100 item and you may have gotten it for $5 and you know you can get at least 75 for it. Well, what you would want to do is if you want to go as low as, in that box, it says, what is your lowest amount you want to take? You can put $75 in there. So any offer that comes in over that amount, they'll notify you that you got an offer. If it comes below it, they won't even bother you. So try to remember to set your amount in that box to where it won't be something that you'll be annoyed with if somebody sends you offers that's way below your asking price and you have that set amount. That way, that'll help you work for that total, because if it's between that 175, they'll send you the offer to you. If not, they won't even bother you. And that's a great way of having others who are thinking about getting into that I like about the show in the morning, where everyone does have good questions. No question is not a bad question. So that is what is helping others when they're thinking about getting into this. Rachel says, interested. Okay, I had made an offer, was a bit low, but then I wake up 3 sales, which was good. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see Trent. Trent, hello. Right. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Whenever you get into eBay and you decide that you want to start selling on eBay, what you do is you have to first create a listing. Okay, you get in there and you start your listing, and what you do is you just Google whatever it is you want to sell, and then you can click below the picture of whatever it is that somebody else is selling, and you can sell like theirs. It'll say sell one like this. Click that, and it will automatically bring up this page right here. And you can go through and you can change the title to whatever you want. Make sure that you put decent keywords in it, but make sure it's understandable. So whenever people get in there, they know what you're trying to sell. Make sure that you put it to where they can see what it is that you're selling. As you scroll down, you got your categories that you put it in. Most of the time, if you sell one like theirs, it will automatically put it in the category for you. And then you go through here and you can put it in your store categories. If you've got your store categories set up, you can put it in, you got to make sure the condition, what condition it is. You want to type in a description. Like this right here is great condition. And you just scroll on down and you put in all your pictures of everything you want to put in. And make sure you show all the sides. If it's got any defects, anything like that, you want to make sure that you show that too, because you don't want to have a return because somebody didn't see it's got a dent or a scratch.
You got to make sure you say if there's a problem, because if not, they'll return it on you.
Yeah, that's right. Make sure
do it as an item not as described too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You want to make sure you fill out as many of these right here as you can, and then you want to add your description, whatever the description is. I always copy the title and put the title in here and tell them what kind of shipping it will have. And you scroll down here, and right here where it says best offer. Can you see that right there where it says best offer?
Yeah.
Let buyers make offers allowing to increase your chance of selling by 3 to 7% based on recent individual seller listing performance. Now, what I do is I've got this listed at $19.95. Okay, it's a vintage 10. And I've got automatically decline offers lower than $2 because I like the negotiation. I like arguing back and forth and seeing how much I can get for it or how much I can sell it for or whatever. But if people will see that you will take an offer, they will be more likely to buy the product from you.
Now read what the line right above it says.
It says automatically accept offers of at least whatever.
And that's where you would put your item if you want to say no more. And this is again, if you have $100 item and you want to do no more than no less than $75, you would put that $75 in that block. And then when it comes up and somebody sends you an offer that's either lower than that, and you don't check off that bottom box, that's where they'll send you the offers to you. And if you don't do that, then they'll send you all the offers that come through. So that's why it's important to fill those blocks out when it comes to making offers, so you know that you're not going to be bothered with anything lower than the amount you were setting in that block. Right.
See, like right here, I've got it at $19.95. Now I've set it up to where I will automatically take an offer of at least $17. So if they come in there and they offer me $17.05, then it will automatically sell it for me. And
automatically send you the offer.
Yeah, they have to send me the offer of $17 at least $17.
Correct.
And then you got to make sure you put how many you have in your quantity. If you're selling it as a lot, say you've got several things that are the same and you want to sell all of them together, then you can click this button right here and sell it as a lot, and then add however many's in the lot. And then you can allow the buyers to remain anonymous. That's for private listings. Let me see here. I'm trying to help you out because I know how confusing it was for me whenever I first got started. Let me see. If you want to make a donation, you can do that to a charity right there. I don't ever do that. I just donate my stuff to charities around here.
I want to go through real quick and acknowledge some people that just came in. We have Charlotte, Scarlett over at Toilet Girl. Hello, and welcome. And also I saw Dolls Dolly. Hello. She's always on Fridays with Paul on Friday. Polly and Dolly show on auctions. If you don't have that on your list, check it out. Also, that is James Amputee Adventures. Hello, James. That's all, folks.
That's right.
I think I'm caught up with everybody that came in. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, you're fine. This right here, the shipping details, your business policies, this right here will either make you or break you. If you don't set this up right, then you will lose money. If you're just getting started, make the buyer pay shipping. Don't offer free shipping because you're going to lose money if you don't know what you're doing. So, like you want to set up your PayPal to where you have to link your PayPal with your eBay, as far as I understand. Now, I know with managed payments and everything changing, I'm not real sure. I think you still do. But
well, you're still going to have some people that will still pay through managed payment with PayPal. It's just another form of a way that they're doing it. Yeah, that's right. But your shipping policies right here, like, see, I've got this as first class free shipping. That's because it weighs less than 15.9 ounces. And if you go to the post office and you print off a shipping label, their first class only goes up to 13 ounces. If you print the shipping label at your house, it can weigh up to 15.9 ounces instead of 13. So it's better for you to ship from your home. So go buy you a $30 printer, whatever you can find, and print it from your house. But you want to make sure that your shipping policies are set up right. And if you have any questions, you can contact me and I will walk you through that. And then you want to make sure your return policy is set up right too. Once you get done with that, then you can go down here. Like if you want to sell in the UK, you can sell on UK sites. Let me see. You want to put in the package size, the dimensions of it. Like this is a 6x4x3, and how much it weighs. Once you put how much it weighs, like I said, this weighs 6 ounces, so it qualifies for first class. So I'm only going to pay. It's like I want to say $2.97 or something like that to ship it. So. And once you get done with that, you come down here, and this right here is how you boost your listings. If you want to sell your listing faster, then what you do is use like this suggested ad rate right here says it's 3.6, and I had it set at 8. And the reason is because I'm trying to get rid of them. I'm trying to sell them. I paid $40 for the entire lot, and I had 110. So I'm just trying to get rid of them as fast as I can. But what it is like, see where it says 72 cents right here? That's how much my ad listing is going to cost me.
you will not have to pay this ad listing if it does not sell. The only time you will have to pay this 72 cents is whenever your item sells. So you're paying for ads
through that promotion.
But it's like it's pennies on the dollar. So it's a great way for you to promote your product.
But after you've been on there for a while, eBay will send you free listings.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, when you're doing your promoted listings, a lot of times it does not sell through that because they didn't actually buy through the ad that was going through it.
That's
so
right.
You still don't have to pay that because of the fact that if it sells and it doesn't sell through that actual click rate through the actual promotion, you can still save that money anyway. So it doesn't hurt you to try it.
Yeah, that's right. Just because you promote it, don't mean it's going to sell that way. They may be scrolling through your personal page and run across your item and buy it that way. And if so, then you're not going to have to pay that extra 72 cents. The only time you have to pay that money is if something happens and they find it through the promoted listing. And that's about it. Once you get done with that, you just scroll down here to the bottom and click save listing or publish. And that's
real quick. Go back to the bottom. I'm going to ask you if you do this because I do it all the time.
Okay.
You see at the bottom, the next one at the bottom, it says offer discounts.
Yeah, offer discount when buyers purchase.
Check that one off. For a minute, I want to show something. I do this on every one of my listings because you just don't know how many people are looking for multiple items. And that doesn't mean it has to be just that you have multiples of that same item you just listed. This means that if they purchase anything through your store and they add up to that amount of pieces, that can offer that, because I guarantee that will help you. And usually they want you to start off at 10% on the first one. And I'll leave it as it is. It's 10, 15, 20, 25. Because of the fact that you never know how many people are actually looking to shop and buy a lot more items from your store. That'll give them an incentive to buy more and just giving them that person a little bit extra discount when purchasing multiple items in your store.
That's right. Once you get done with
do that, but that's what I do. I do that on all my listings.
I try to too, and especially if I've got more than one. If I've got more than one, I will definitely do the listing. But I did not know that you could do that for multiple listings.
In other words, it's whatever is in your store.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be the same item.
What, Paul, Jerry?
It doesn't have to be the same item.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It does not have to be the same exact item. That's what I was saying. If you have, say, one of this one, but you may have 6 of another, and somebody's looking to buy multiples of that one, that'll help you combine everything into one buy. And then that gives them a discount, an incentive to buy more from your store, not just that particular item.
So all they would have to do is say they wanted to buy 3 different items from my store. They could go and they could add it to the cart.
Right. But you see, as long as you don't have that box checked, they're paying per piece. Whereas in this case, if you have this set up on all your items, anything they buy in your store in the multiples of their basket or their shopping cart, once they go to check out, that automatically kicks in for them to get those items at a discount.
Okay.
That can help your sales as well.
So like if they buy this chocolate tin, but they buy a race car set from you and a lunchbox, that's 3 different items, they'll get the discount.
Yeah.
As long as they do it throughout that one purchase.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's just a little thing to let you know about that little special section of your listings, because I do that in all my listings. And believe it or not, it does help.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to know that because I didn't know it would work for every listing. I thought it had to be just on that one item.
It does not have to be just that one item.
Okay. Well, that's good. Once you get done with all of this and you get everything set up the way you want to, you just click update listing or publish listing.
And what I do before I do that save, I always preview it to make sure I don't miss anything.
Yeah.
But that way you can see what the customer sees when it comes up. That's just the way I do it when I list something.
Yeah, and then this is what your listing will look like whenever you get done. That way you can go through here and you can look at the picture. You can go through these pictures. And what I was talking about is whenever you first create your listing and you get everything, or whenever you're wanting to start your listing and you don't know what to do, just go into the search box up at the top and type in vintage Hershey's 10, whatever it is that you're wanting to look up. And whenever you find one like yours that you want to sell, or you like the title or whatever, you can go down here and it says have one to sell. You can click sell now and it will take you to that page that we were just on. and it will already be set up for you. And a lot of the, what are all them little boxes called where you go through there and check your item specifics?
Yeah.
Your item specifics will already be filled out, and it's a lot faster if you're trying to set up a lot of listings.
Aaron, have a good day. Thank you for coming in the channel this morning.
Yeah, Aaron.
And I'm gonna go through some more comments real quick. But like Paul said, that's the same thing like when somebody sells a house and lowers the price. We were talking about lowballing earlier. Yes, I feel like they're comparing companies. Yeah, and that's true. Now, some things will sell more on Mercari and Etsy and other platforms than in eBay. So you just got to do your little homework and see which one would sell what and best on what channel, what platform. Yeah. I'll report it for Jennifer with dropping links.
That's right.
I don't know how she does it, but she's quick at it. But you're doing a good job today. So everybody's saying hello. Good to see each and every one of y'all. Someone needs to show me how to drop my link. What you're going to do is you go to your actually, I can just show you right here.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Let's do that.
I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show everyone how to do it. There's multiple ways to do it.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen. And this is for those who, even if you have over 100, you can customize your actual link as well. All right. Whenever you're doing your link, you go up here to your little, let's say you're on the main page of your YouTube channel. I don't know if you can do this on the phone, but I do know it's easier on your YouTube channel itself. Go to your little icon right here and go to your channel. Go to customize channel. And when it comes up to customize, you're going to have 3 different tabs. There's the layout. This is how you can do your playlist, by the way. That's where you would do all your playlists and create them. And do a little description on the top. This is your branding. You go to basic information. This is where you tell a little bit about your channel. This will be what's right underneath your thumb at the top of your page. Right here where it says this is your actual channel link. You can click on that and use that as your link to share. Or I'm going to show you 3 different ways. Or you can just go right here and like for mine is customized because anytime you get over, once you get over 100 subs, you can customize this link for being just the link that they give you and your screen name or your YouTube channel right here. Or you can also go by through the dashboard, go back. That's 2 ways you can do it. If you go back to your channel, go to home page, go up here in the search bar, which I already did. And you would put your anytime you type in the name of your channel, put it here. Make sure you're on your main page and you can just make sure you have the HTTP here and you just copy that and that's your link for your channel as well. Just copy and paste.
Now,
either one of those, or like I said, you can use that copy off the customized page. Just copy it and you put it in your. I have it on a spreadsheet. That way, it's easier for me to get to, including like Jennifer's link and other people's links that I use a lot. And that's how I would do it. And that's just a few of the ways you can do it. And again, once you copy and paste it, you can actually put it into the chat and or everywhere you want when you're in somebody's chat.
Real quick, can you go back to that and let me ask you a question?
Okay.
Whenever you said, yeah, this is how you do your playlists.
Yeah. You got to go to custom channel first.
Yeah, customize channel. And then you go to layout because I don't know how to create the playlists.
Okay, what you want to do is when you're doing this, you're going to go to where it says featured sections.
Yeah.
Right here, I already have a lot of them, so that's all mine. And when you create a video, you can create it to go in those playlists as well as fast. Right here, you can do add section. You're allowed 10 sections of playlist, different playlists. That's why you would add it. Once you do, you see, I already got 10, so I can't do it anymore. But that's how you would do it. Once you create your list, you can actually go in order, and right here, you can go move up, move down, remove, edit. That's why you would do any corrections to your list of your playlist.
Okay.
But you have like a 10 playlist you can put.
All right. Awesome. That's really helpful because I was on Pat Flynn's channel the other day, and y'all know who Pat Flynn is.
Let me check that one out. Go back to dashboard.
But I was on Pat Flynn's channel, and he done a review of my channel, and he said, "Man, your artwork and everything looks good on your channel." He said, "Everything." Oh man, he said, "You don't have any playlists." And I told him, I said, "Well, I don't know how to create the playlist." He said, "Well, Google it, research it, whatever." He said, "But people need to know how to find the next video." He said if something happens and they can't find the next video, then most likely they're going to get off your page and go somewhere.
I see it. Adventures in Reseller. That's Victoria. Adventures with Victoria. I'm sorry, I keep saying her old channel. Johnny, you can just click the About section, and that will give you the custom channel link. Oh, it sure does. Well, that's actually About. So, yeah. I don't see where it would, because up here it says the About section. Anything you do like that will give you the About section at the end, or whatever you go to, the tabs, that's what's going to be the last of it anyway. So I guess you could do it that way.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Anytime you click on a tab, it's going to come up here. And this is what I'm talking about with playlist. Actually, when you go to my home page, each of my playlist has a description of what's in that playlist.
Okay.
Because that way when you open it, they can say, okay, I don't want to see anything about that, but I do want to see this. They can actually see what the description of that video links are for those playlists. And that's how you would do the actual description per playlist you have. I have all the different ones, like how am I sourcing, what I sold, collaboration, special guest. I have everything in special tabs for that reason. Channels that I've been on as a guest. And so that's how you would create and give a little description per section.
Okay.
All right, let me see. I got some more comments I want to get to here. You can also cut and paste it. Yeah. So that's basically several ways that you can get into it to get your link. There's not just one set way, but again, I'm not sure how to do it. You can do it on your phone. I don't use my phone too often when I'm on online YouTube channels.
Yeah.
Let's say hello and welcome to Victoria. Hello, hello.
Good morning.
Everybody's commenting.
Sometimes if you're on your phone watching, especially in an auction, you're usually about 3 or 5 seconds further behind everybody else.
Okay, Rachel, Susanna says, go on your main page to the top right corner. There is 3 dots. Click on them, and then it hit share. This will say on your bottom of your phone to copy. There you go.
Yeah.
I never knew, because I don't do anything like that on my phone. I usually do the computer. Always allow offers and put lowest amounts you will expect. And that's definitely the right way to do that when you're doing offers. Always yawning. I'm so sorry, Aris. I'm not boring you.
I was wondering, either we're boring her or she just had a late night.
Yeah. Pat is awesome. Yeah. There's Jennifer. Hello, hello. Aaron was only 9 away from 100. Wow. Definitely go check out Aaron's channel. There's Jennifer taking over. Like Susanna, you see that? She came right in time for you. He's 1 away from 500. Let's see if we can get him over that 500, y'all.
Yeah, I think you can.
To the Flipping Accounting, definitely get to it and check him out and subscribe to him and hit all the notifications to help him out, because he's right there.
Yeah.
Let's see something. He's at 500. Let's see if we can keep him over the 500 line. Go ahead and get there. Thank you for giving. Get him there. Make sure you check and make sure you still subscribed, or at least get him over and keep him over the 500. We know how that goes. Junk and Data go. Cha-Cha is only 3 away. I feel like I'm doing a marathon.
Yeah, that's
3
right.
away from 3,500. Let's see if we can get her over that 3,500 mark. I was 500 from him. Oh, cool. That is awesome. All right, Jerry, go ahead and talk a little bit about what you got going on this Saturday, and also promote it and all that good stuff for everybody to hear. Because we have some.
I know I've already been sent emails, even though I said in my preview video, don't send me emails. But of course, the big thing is going to be the shirts.
Right.
I have done lots on the shirts. This way, everybody's going to get a shot at getting some shirts.
Right. They have to be there to auction.
Yep. And I have, at last count, 12 different lots of shirts. That's not counting some special ones that were like very exclusive, very hard to get. Like,
now, are you going to do like you usually do when you're doing auctions on T-shirts and you're adding more? You're just going to keep
No,
it?
I won't be doing that.
Yeah, because I figured you're going to have lots of them.
Yeah, because I did them up in lots of 10. So this way, it's a nice little assortment. This way, whoever gets it, you know, they're going to get like some movies, some music, some
little bit of everything.
whatever. They'll get a nice little assortment. I didn't put them in any kind of sizes, so whatever you get is what's going to be in that lot.
There you go.
Yeah. Right.
It's going to give you some nice stuff this way. If you want to resell it, you're going to have some good stuff to resell. If you want to keep it because you like those movies or the rock groups or whatever, you're going to like it. But I've got like some exclusive ones. Like I got a Walking Dead one that's an exclusive. I got a Jaws one that's from Japan. What else? I've got some other movie ones. I also did a set of single stitch ones. So those are very vintage. So we're going to have those. Those are all going to come spattering in between all the auctions. Like I'll probably start with, like, let's say, like cards, and then some toys, and some books, and then some records, and then I'll throw in some shirts, and then it's, I'll just be back and forth mixing it all up. There's not going to be a set time for anything. I'm not going to know what's going to be grabbed. I'm going to have like about 10, 15 items on the table behind me. And once those go, then Paul will come on and sell stuff for a while. And then I'll replenish it with whatever next 10, 15 items I grab.
I was going to say, you need a break in between those.
That's right.
You're definitely going to need a break between those.
Yeah.
That's right.
But like I've got these. I've got 2 different swords. This is from Highlander. And yes, it's an actual sword. But this will be going up for sale. So for those of you who like movie items and TV items and a nice little prop, we're going to have those things up. So it's going to be all kind of different. Like we're going to have this. This is from 78, a little Hulk toy. He's going to go up. And then, like I said, we're going to have pop figures. We got Hot Wheels. We got the jewelry that you saw. I mean, it's going to be a wild thing. We're going to do 2 lots of movie posters. There's going to be 25 of them in each lot. And they're going to be priced to sell like everything else. Like I said, we're going to start a bunch of stuff off at $1. If you spend over $50, it doesn't have to be on one item. It'll be nice if you spend more than that on one item. But if you spend more than $50 on everything that you buy on Saturday, and you're here in the States, you'll get free shipping.
Okay.
Later, Dan. Have a good day.
And the auction, Jules, is Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Paul Antonelli's channel. I'm sure that our nice, lovely lady here, Jennifer, will drop the link again. And we always say thank you to Jennifer because she does an awesome job.
Yes, she does.
And it's going to be everything. Like I said, I need to clear out a lot of stuff because my Godzilla stuff that I got from Japan is sitting in the garage, and I can't have that.
Right.
I need to find a place for it to go.
Also,
Thank you, Jennifer. But it's going to be, if you want to restock and get a lot of stuff cheap, I mean, I'm going to start it cheap. Whether it stays cheap or not, that's up to you guys that, yes, I'm in the Orlando area. I'm right behind Disney, Jules. And, but like I said, it's just that I need to unload a whole bunch of this. Oh, and where is Paul?
He's still in here.
Paul, I got in the Beatles.
That is too cute.
That's what it looks like. But like I said, we've got in so much stuff that we need to just get rid of a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he says nice.
Yeah.
So
Okay, real quick, if y'all haven't subscribed to Nate over at Drifter Thrifter, there's his link. He said he's 1 away from 250. Charlotte said that reselling sounds fun. It is, and you can make it fun. For me, I don't look at it as a job. I look at it as an adventure because every day is something different.
That's right.
I've been doing reselling for what? For 45 years.
Wow.
So, we're doing the conventions and everything. So, And that's the other thing. The conventions are starting back up again, and I've already signed up for my first one for April.
Yeah, I did notice that Justin. That's Justin over at the thrift, the flipping accounting. He did drop the $4.99. So if everyone would please check your subscribers for his channel. We tried to see if we can get him higher than that so he doesn't lose it, because as we know how it goes up and down all the time. Let's see. Wait. There's today. Don't forget also every Tuesday and Thursday, Amy over is the morning sun. So we'll make sure we're off before that, so she can definitely have everybody can go and support Amy on her morning show. And so on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we'll rotate it to where once we get off, we'll send everybody to her channel, show her some love and support as well. And then at 12 o'clock comes on, will be Mary and Dawn and Mary over at Two Hip Chick.
Yeah.
Definitely check that out. And if you haven't subscribed to Amy, there's her link. Thank you, James, for putting in. Also, so I think Victoria put it in as well. So every Tuesday and Thursday we will ship to them, show them some love and support. Okay, Jerry, when is the auction? This is this Saturday. I think
4 p.m.
You're gonna put it in the chat, or somebody can. The link to the auction Saturday. There's the auction link. Jennifer just put it in there, so there it is. You make sure you set your reminder, because once it starts and you miss it, you never know when he's gonna do what auction item. So you want to make sure you're there. Yes, free shipping is ridiculous high, so that is a great thing too. So yeah,
That's right.
Make sure you still subscribe to everyone. And Justin again hit 500, but again he lost one. So go check out the thrifting accounting. That's Justin. Good morning, Melissa. Hello, and welcome. Deetra D. Hello, Bobby, the cap guy, and JT. Good morning.
Good morning.
He's multitasking. He's doing work on the other screen.
Yeah, I know.
It makes me feel so loved, doesn't it, Johnny?
Yeah. Dolly has her auction. Tomorrow's her last day on the 2-cent auction. If you have not checked it out, go to the 2nd cent. He's got the auction set up for Dolly on their website. And I think it ends tomorrow. I don't know what time, but you may want to check it out if you have anything you're interested in. The next day or two will be your last time. Those will come off after, because those were the auctions in on her auction items. Reselling looks like it's hard though, getting together all the stuff to sell. That's the fun part, because then when you're sourcing, and I look at it this way, there's so many great content creators out there that do the how am I sourcing. I haven't done anything like that lately, because I really am not going outsourcing. I'm doing more of online auctions, but there's so many different ways that you do it. And again, when you're watching other people what they sold, that is a good way to find out what you can look for to be able to source, and that gives you idea. Hello, and welcome, Maggie Doodle.
I want to copy them down to the point where everybody's going to have the same items, because then I feel that detracts. And if I go into an auction and if everybody's selling jewelry, I'm going to be like, well, I'm out of here because I don't deal with jewelry. So I'm out, and you're going to lose your customers. It's like if you go to a convention and if you're saying, well, I'm going here because I want to find toys, and all they sell is music books, you're going to be like, I wasted my time. I'm out of here. So you want to have the same stuff but different. You can have like movie items, but say lobby cards instead of posters, or you can have posters but not the big ones. You can have the small ones, or you can have the foreign style ones. You can mix it up, so this way it gives them a reason why they say they want to come see you. Mm-hmm. Like with me, they want to see if I'm going to put out shirts.
Right.
Yeah.
Aside from the ones that I'm wearing. That's why I'm wearing a blank one, see? Because I have nothing.
Yeah, because usually they want it off the back.
Yeah. Wait till you see what happens on Saturday.
Yeah.
I want to go back and make a comment for Scarlett. I know you're in the UK, but there are a lot of UK YouTube channels that you can definitely see how they're doing and what they're doing. And I understand right now it's kind of hard probably because y'all do have a lot of areas that are in lockdown. But there are a lot of online auctions maybe you can check out in your area. There's so many different auction websites that you can check on. And sometimes you have to think out the box, make it adventurous for yourself. Because of that fact, you never know. Says 500 now, Justin. Go ahead and make sure y'all still subscribe to Justin. That's the Thrifting Accounting. Subscription.
What you gotta always do though is when you're first starting out, like Trent says, don't offer free shipping. It sounds good, but you're gonna lose money.
Yeah.
So you gotta wait till when you're more established. You've got a couple of years under your belt where you can turn around and say, "I can give free shipping."
Yeah.
Because
once you figure
out the loss so much.
Once you figure out how much the shipping cost is going to cost you to ship it, that's whenever, I mean, once, like, say you go through here and you're like, okay, I'm going to create this listing and I want to offer free shipping, and I know that I can send this first class for $4. Then what you can do is you can raise your price $4 on the product, and it'll cover the shipping for you. I also wanted to say too that if you are looking for ways of finding products, then you can go to my channel at the thriftypickers.com or Thrifty Pickerz on YouTube, and we've got a bunch of sourcing videos on like yard sales and thrift stores and places like that, and we actually go in and show you the whole process of what we're looking at, why we're looking at it, how much profit there's to be made on it, and then we will do the negotiations where whenever I get up to the people at the yard sale and I'm like, hey, would you be willing to do $5 on this $10 item? And if she says no, okay, what about $6? I did run across a lady the other day, and what I was doing was I was scanning the products at this yard sale, and her husband were watching me. And I knew they were watching me because I had the GoPro camera on. I had the camera on my head, and I looked funny. And they were wondering what I was doing without all these cameras on and me scanning all the products. And I got up there. She had 2 water filters, and I had just scanned one of them. And she said, what are you doing? And I said, I'm scanning this product to see how much I can sell it for. And she said, you're a reseller? I said, I am. And she said, oh. She said, well, we don't care who we sell the products to. We're just trying to get rid of the products. And I said, okay. I said, that's great. She said, well, how much could you sell it for? Don't ever tell them how much you can sell it for.
No.
Because if you tell them how much you can sell it for, they're going to raise the price on it. Because I had not asked this lady how much she wanted for it yet. And if I had told her I could have sold that water filter for $32, then I wouldn't have got it for $3.
Exactly.
And I told her, I said, look, in order for me to make money with this product, I can give you $2, $3, $4, something like that. And she said, well, let's do $3. I said, okay. And she said, well, if you're a reseller, what about this other water filter? And I told her, I said, yeah. I said, I'm going to scan it too and see if there's profit to be made. If so, then I'll buy it too from you. And that way you're making money, I'm making money, everybody's happy. And I scanned the second one. She said, well, how much can you sell that one for? And I told her again, I said, well, in order for me to make money, I'm going to have to purchase this at $3 to $4. And she said, what about $4? I said, I'll give you $4 for it. And, but like I say, if you go in there and you tell them, yeah, I'm reselling, and she asks you how much money you can make on it, and you say, well, I can make $36 on it. Well, I want $25 for that one.
Yep.
So you don't want to ever tell them how much money you can make off of it until the deal's been done. Once the deal's been done and you've already got the product in your possession, you've already paid for it, then you can negotiate and talk to them about it then. But then leave. Don't buy nothing else.
I'm going to cover a little something for Jules. She's saying that shipping terrifies her. If you're not starting yet and you're not doing any platforms on selling, I recommend, for me, when I first started, I basically went through my house and I purged. If I didn't touch something in 6 months or I didn't see it for a while and I went to check on it and it was still brand new with the tags, that's the items I started with to sell on eBay.
Yeah, me
but
too.
I also started with a regular Canon printer. You're wondering what, I saw the question about what scanner do you use. When I first started out, way in the first 4 months, before I even came across getting comfortable with it, I used a regular Canon printer. These labels, you can buy them at Walmart, regular printer. And basically I use this. It's called the self-adhesive half sheet. And you can get 2 per sheet on these right here. And it's just basically a 4x6. You get 2 per page. And that's what I use for my shipping labels. Now, when you do set your shipping, one of the things that you can ease your mind at when you're doing the free ship, when you do your first listing, put everything at calculated shipping. You will never go wrong And if you're not comfortable with doing anything international, just stick with your usual U.S. Mail. Put calculated shipping on everything you choose that you're listing. That way, at the beginning, when you're first starting out and you're not used to what costs what, the weight of things, once you get it done and you go through more and more, you will get an idea of what costs what about. Now, you got to remember, it also depends on if you're from, say, on the East Coast and it's going to the West Coast or vice versa. Those can hurt you as well if you don't use calculated shipping. So do not offer free shipping. That's just my advice. This is what I did. I offer free shipping. I did calculated shipping on everything until I got used to what was the cost. Now, I do every now and then do free shipping on things that are less than or way lower than a pound, 16 ounces. Not that often I do free shipping. So don't be afraid to do the calculated shipping, because that way you won't have that. If that's what is stopping you from doing it, do the calculated shipping, and that'll ease your mind on that, because that's something you don't want to do is go into it and be scared about doing something. Again, the more you do it, the more it comes to ease to you. Evidently, Scarlett has a crush on Trent.
Yep.
Scanners. And that's what I use now. It's a Dymo label writer 4XL. That's what I use now. But it took me a good 4 to 5 months before I got on my feet, because again, you have to build up your income from what you're selling. That way you can turn it back into the business and then use it. So that helps when you first start out.
That's right.
It always helps.
And you can raise the price. And like Trent said, if you do free shipping, you can take what you know as far as what it might cost for the shipping, especially if it's under a pound, add it into the price. If you look up an item, you can see that there's going to be a lot of them that say sold for free shipping, sold for plus shipping. That kind of gives you an idea on what to set your price for when it's plus shipping or with free shipping.
That's right. Something else too, if you go to my videos, any of my videos, if you go to the description down below, you can find my Facebook, my Instagram, and my Twitter and all that stuff. Friend me on Facebook. And if you have any questions, send me a message on Facebook. And like I said, I'm always here to help you guys. So if you have any questions, hit me up. And if I can answer it, I will definitely help you out. If I cannot answer it, I will figure out how to, whatever the question is, I'll figure it out, and then I will answer it that way.
Hello, and welcome. Good morning to Swamp Picker, Mr. Glenn. Hello.
To me, your biggest plus when you start doing this selling, if you get items for free, not the stuff you have around the house. I'm saying, like, if I came over to Trent and said, here, Trent, here's a bunch of toys, because I know you like toys. Now, if Trent sells those, that's all profit. If you can start from that point, now you're not taking a loss.
Yeah,
like
that's
you
right.
had to go out and buy, say, this item here, and it costs you $5. You have to sell it for at least $5 to get your money back before you can start seeing profit. And if you do that too often, a lot of times you end up in the hole instead of out of the hole.
Yeah.
So start with stuff that you can get for free. Go to check your papers, or if you got nextdoor.com, they do free stuff that people will leave out at the curb.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you can get that stuff and sell that, now that gives you, like I said, that gives you that plus, that whatever you make for profit, half of that you keep for yourself, the other half you use it to buy more product.
Exactly.
And this way, you're not starting at a loss, you're starting at a plus.
Yeah. That's what you got to look at when you're doing that. You got to make sure you can make some money on it, but do the things that you can either for free or things that are laying around your house that you never touched or whatever. That's how you should start, because that way you don't want to put yourself in debt, and that way you can enjoy yourself when you do make those first few sales.
That's right. Something else too, whenever you're looking for products to source, there's two things here. First, if you're looking for products to source, ask your friends and family. Ask them if they have anything laying around they're just tired of seeing, they want to get rid of, because I've had so many people find out that I was doing this reselling, and they're like, hey, I've got a pair of Ariat boots that I paid $280 for. I'm tired of seeing them. I don't want them. You can have them. And I turn around and listen to them.
That's going back to, you're getting free stuff, so it costs you nothing.
Yeah.
So even if you made $1 on it, that's profit. That's all profit. And that's what you got to start from.
That's
A
right.
lot of it before all YouTube, no, I should say us older people.
That's right.
We
That's like,
Okay, Jennifer, I misunderstood that. The question really was, she was wanting to know how you scan your items. I use the eBay app on my phone.
yeah, that was the other thing.
You can also look at and set your items to be like you can, when you go to scan the item, go to your app and change it to what's sold, because I do not look. My first thing is I want to see what's sold. If there's any sold, then how many sold, what length of time it was. And also you can also look at comps to see how many are listed. Is it going to be worth using? But use your own personal app, eBay app on your phone when scanning items, how they sold, what they sold for, and that kind of stuff. Show them the little thing on how you get to what's sold.
Okay. What you do is see the camera right here. If you're wanting to scan something, just hit that camera, and it will ask you down here at the bottom, if I can get it to focus.
too much glare.
Yeah, tilt it up to the top.
Nope. You might have to turn the
Right there, right there.
phone.
All right. Anyway, right here it says take a photo, select from gallery, or scan the barcode. If you'll click scan barcode, it will actually bring up the barcode for you, the barcode scanner. And my green screen's screwing it up. But what you do is you like see this barcode right here on this bottle. You just scan the barcode, hear it beep, and it will tell you whether or not it's a good thing to sell or not.
Well, in that case, you scan something that's not in the system, so therefore it won't show you. 9 times out of 10, you can also show how you take a picture of something as well.
Yeah, but that right there will just give you the price. Let me find something that's got a barcode that I can scan real quick. And let me scan this real quick and see. No, apparently they're not selling white powder.
So the biggest thing is in this eBay app, you can scan it by this barcode. And a lot of times some people don't, well, I know since they've changed over to managed payment, you have to put a barcode in it if it has one as part of the specifications. Or you can take a picture of the item, or you can manually type it in your search bar. And that way you can also look up items when you're at a garage sale. Because I will let you know, I scan everything I can when going sourcing.
Okay, guys, this is a GoPro battery, dual charger and everything. I just scanned this, okay? Now, what you do is...
it shows you the multiple listings that are listed with that item. Tilt your phone a little bit more.
Give me just a second.
Yeah. You got too much of a glare. There you go.
All right. All right. Now you can see the listings. Now that you found that it does have listings on there, if you click this filter button right here in the top, see where it says filter? Click filter, and then you scroll down.
Raise your phone up a little bit. Go ahead. You got it.
Okay. Now it says show more. Click show more, and it scroll down here to where it says sold items. See sold items?
Yep.
You click right there. Now, then you click apply. And these right here, now see how it says $24.99? $16.95, $25.
So you know that if you go like about $20 for it, then you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it also shows you the date it's sold, so you get an idea of how long ago that item last sold.
Yeah.
Usually they go back 90 days.
That's right. See that right there? It had 3 of them that sold for $39.99. All you do is you just make sure that you check the sold date and make sure that it is on sold, because I can ask $1 million for this right here, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to sell it.
Yeah,
exactly.
So if you go through your sold items, you'll see what they're actually selling for instead of what people want to get, and you'll be able to comp better and figure out whether or not you're going to make any money. We picked these up for $5 at Walmart, and I've got them listed for $24.95, and I've sold 6 of them, I think, and it was just some retail arbitrage. My wife was in Walmart, and she said, "Hey, what about these GoPro chargers?" Because she knows I have a GoPro, and she's like, "Hey, do you need a battery for your GoPro?" And I said, "I always need batteries for my GoPro."
Right.
So she said, "Okay, well, which one do you have?" And I told her I have the GoPro Hero 3 Plus. And she said, "Well, these are for the 4, 5, and 6. And I said, "How much are they?" She said, "Well, they're $5 a piece." And I said, "Buy all of them, every one of them."
Yep.
And she said, "Okay." So she come home and she brought me like 14 of these battery plus the chargers. And she said, "Why did you want me to buy all of them?" She said, "I spent like $70. And I said, "Because," I said, "I can turn around, flip them, and make money off of them."
That's right.
So,
That's the thing. Once you start knowing your product, then you can already know what you can get for it when somebody puts it out.
yeah.
I want to say real quick, hello and welcome to Westside. Gary came in. I didn't want to interrupt the video talking, but he's also having to leave to go back to work. So thank you, Gary, for coming in and showing your love and support for the channel.
Yeah, buddy.
Trent says, "Yeah, my wife accused me of having a man crush last night." I have an idea that if you have not seen Wendy's videos and you want to get an idea of how to source for free when starting out on eBay, Wendy did two wonderful videos to give you an idea of how to start for free inventory. Go check out her videos. She did a great job on it on her first 2 videos she put out. She shows you how she's done it for free. So definitely that's a great little video. And also give us some watch hours and show us some love and support, and make sure you subscribe to her. Froggy commented on my video, and I may have gotten a little more excited about that than I should have. Oh, okay. So yeah, whenever you're doing that on your app on eBay, you can still look at what's sold, but you want to see how many are listed, because you don't want to, unless you're willing to have to sit on it for a while. You may want to look at that as well. Don't look at it as the pricing. Look at what's sold for, what is selling for. Don't use that as a way of definitely I'm going to buy it, but also look and see how many are listed, because you want to be.
If there's 700 people listing the same item, you don't want to be lost in that.
Exactly.
So you want to wait till it cuts down, and then you can jump in.
Now, if you're willing to hold on to it for a little while until a lot of those sell off, then list it and buy, then you may want to do that too if you have the extra capital to do that at the time.
A lot of it's just trial and error. I mean, you just buy the product and figure out whether or not it's going to sell. But you always want to do your research before you get started too much.
Jules, this sounds like you got a lot of good stuff there.
Yep.
You're gonna have fun listing when you start listing and selling.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's like us over here, because I mean, if I wanted to really go to town, if I was into a lot of the purses and stuff like that, we have 3 outlet stores here. I mean, I can get like Michael Kors, Coach, Tory Burch. I can get a lot of that stuff dirt cheap, and I can put it up, and but I'm like, I have enough to deal with 9,000 posters to say.
Glenn makes a good point too. When you're doing the eBay app, you can even use your voice, because I've seen other YouTube channels that do that. Or you can actually hand put it, because sometimes if I don't see an item when I scan it, I will sit there and type it in for the first few major words to see if it comes up. So don't be discouraged if you scan something and it's not coming up. There is multiple ways you can still use the eBay app to find something that you're looking for to see what.
And sometimes the people don't know how to spell, and the item is there, it's just spelled wrong.
I hate typing. And
but sometimes you have to, because a lot of people, when they're entering back in, depending on how long it's been listed, a lot of people don't even use the barcode. So a lot of people just type it in anyway. So that's why a lot of times things don't show up.
Yeah.
One thing I do like, though, when they did the changing of managed payment, that is one of the specifications you have to put in there, unless it's an older item that did not come with the barcode. Then you can put that does not apply.
Right.
So, that's definitely something you have to look into. And then also when you're comparing, make sure whatever it is that you're physically holding in your hand that you're wanting to know the price of, make sure when reading those items that sold that it has exactly what you have in your hand. Because a lot of times they may come up as sold. They use the same barcode, but some of the specs on that item is different. So you have to look at that as well.
Like that bottle you just had, maybe a 3.5 ounce, but they're actually selling a 7 ounce.
Correct.
So you
gotta
want to
look at all
make
that as
sure
well.
that's the right one.
Exactly.
And whenever we go thrifting and store shopping and stuff like that, the yard sales or whatever, a lot of times you'll find something that doesn't have a barcode. And my family hates the fact that I do not like typing because they're like, just type it in. And I'm like, white powder donuts. And it'll go ding. And they're like,
and that's the point that Glenn was making. You don't have to physically type it in because some phones have the voice recognition where you can type it into your app as well.
yeah.
But yeah, you want to make sure the specifications are exactly what you have that you're looking for.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
a tip
But
of
it can be
advice.
fun once you get into it.
Yeah.
It's like everything else. I mean, if you don't take it too seriously, you can have a lot of fun doing this.
It is a lot of
welcome, Flippers. Hello. Good morning and welcome.
It's like tomorrow, there's a place called Renninger's.
How do you know what an item sold for and if it was sold for the best offer? That'll be also marked in the description right below it. It'll tell you a best offer, because a lot of times when people are doing best offers, it will be sometimes when it sells, it'll have a line through it and says best offer underneath it. So there's a lot you can look at and learn from, but don't let it.
What they're saying though, and I understand what they're saying, and that can throw you off because it'll just say best offer was accepted, but it won't tell you what that offer was.
Exactly.
So you don't know. All you know is that they had it for 25, but they took the best offer. But what was the best offer? 20, 15?
But you've also got to look at it like this. If it was listed for 25 and they took a best offer, somebody was still interested enough to make an offer in that product at $25.
Yeah.
But you don't want to put up something that, that person said, well, I'm tired of holding on to this. Fine, they're giving me $17 and I want to get rid of it. Whereas you want to get $20 for it, So you want to know where your play margin is.
And the thing that goes again back with the thing where if you're waiting, if you're willing to sit on it for a little while and there's a few others still listed, then take your chance on it. It's up to you, but you have to make sure you're willing to sit on that for a little while longer to get the price that you're asking for. Because there's a lot of items out there that people are taking the prices down and hurting the others who are selling that same product. So it's up to you on what you feel like doing on holding it or letting it go. Also want to say hello to Pittsburgh, Mr. Anthony in the house.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, there is a website that gives you the information from, like, if whenever you scan a product or whatever, it says no exact match is found. That does not mean that it has never been sold on eBay. That just means that it's not being sold on eBay right now. There's a website, and I cannot remember what the website is, but it will go back and it will show you the history of what all has been sold through time over eBay and how much the product sold for. Does anybody remember what that website's called?
I'm not sure. I definitely think that this could be an easy name for me to remember. Paul is the Philly Flipper. Hello, Paul.
Yeah, what's going on, buddy?
What I was going to say is that when you get into this, you have to look at it, and I found the best way to look at it. You got to think you're playing the stock market.
Worth point.
You got to know when to buy low, when to sell high.
Yeah.
And it's a little game. I mean, especially like with comic books. Comic books and sports cards are the two biggest examples. I mean, because like sports cards, if the player's not doing well, his card drops. If he's doing great, his card goes up. Same thing with a comic. If all of a sudden that artist becomes hot, the comic goes through the roof. If he then filters out, the comic drops. So you got to know when to play and say, how much are you willing to let it go for and everything.
Hello, and welcome, Tommy, 2.0 Bargain Effect. I'm sorry I missed you earlier.
Yeah, Worth Point is the name.
Fishing and Picking. Hello, and good morning.
Thank you, Philly Flipper. I appreciate it, buddy. I could not remember the name of that website. It's called Worth Point.
Okay. So yeah, the biggest thing is you want to have fun doing it, but you don't want to over pressure yourself. So the biggest thing is just have fun with it. Again, anybody who's starting out, you just don't want to overwhelm yourself.
Morning,
do a little bit at a time. Just that's how you're going to grow.
Yeah,
that's right.
Hello, and welcome. Kathy's Corner in the house this morning.
Good morning.
And you want to make it fun.
I started doing this with just non-sports when I was 5 years old. You know, and then from there I went and grew into doing comics and toys and books and magazines and posters, and now it's a little bit of everything.
And Julie, I will let you know this. Once you start hearing and you set up your phone to have that cha-ching sound when you make a sale,
oh man,
you'll get so excited and the adrenaline will start running there. You want to start listing more. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
My wife used to have that on her phone for every time when I was selling big on eBay. And she was working at the bank and it would go ching, ching, and they were like, "What is that?" And she's like, "Oh, my husband's selling stuff on eBay."
Yeah, that's right.
Kill the volume because it was too many times at work that it was.
And another thing I want to go back on and touch bases on is when Trent was talking about telling people when he goes to sourcing. For me, I find that I do more of a better deal when I'm bulking things together. I never take an item by itself. And what I usually do is I use the big IKEA bags or the big grocery bags that you can carry that are plastic reusables. And what I do is I usually fill up a bag. And I'm going to tell you why I did that. I went to one garage sale. There was a garage sale / estate sale, and they were just trying to get rid of everything before they sold the house. And I got 2 bags full. And I asked the guy, how much you want for all of this? $30. He never looked through the bag. He just said, give me 30. I couldn't get $30 fast out enough out of my pocket. And he asked me, he says, so what's the camera for? Because I was filming. And he said, I told him, I'm gonna tell everybody I do sell on eBay and I have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We're all excited. What's your channel? I give him a card because I carry it with me everywhere. I leave with it just like that American Express, never leave home without it. I don't leave home without my business cards. I am one of those. I just had somebody in the chat this week that I didn't even know would come in the chat. She's a local delivery person here for our pizza that we order from. And she made it to the channel. So you never know who, because when I was speaking with her, she was telling me she was interested in it, but she didn't know how to get started. And so again, talking about YouTube, because she asked me, what do I do? And I told her. And so you just never know when you go touch somebody in a sense that they're interested in it, but they don't know how to start it. So sharing that with somebody should not be a giveaway that you're ashamed of. Be upfront with people. You just never know how much you can offer stuff. And again, there are some people that I watched on YouTube where this one particular one was getting a lot lower pricing than the lady was calling for. And she flat out told him, you're a cheapskate.
Yeah.
But again, he got everything he wanted at the price that she offered. So he offered.
Yeah.
Another thing to try, if you have an estate sale, this has happened to me a couple of times. When you see that it says it's going from 1 to 4, go on the last day. Go at like 20 minutes or so before like 4 o'clock.
Yep.
It's happened to me a few times. They just give the stuff away. They want it out.
Yep.
They don't even charge. They just, like you said, they put it all in the box, take the box.
Yeah, that's
right. You get a whole bunch of stuff that you just got for free.
Well, congratulations, Gary. He hit 1K. Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So make sure you put your link in the chat. So if anyone in the chat does not have a subscribed to Westside Gary, anybody can put your link in there, Gary, so they can go and check out to make sure they're still subscribed to you. And if they're not, they can check out your channel and subscribe to you.
That's right.
That is awesome.
The last estate sale that I went to, I got there, like you were saying, right about the time they was getting ready to shut shop up. And I went in and I was looking around. And the lady said, can I help you? I said, yeah, I'm just here for the estate sale. And she said, honey, it's all gone. And I said, what do you mean it's all gone? She said, we sold everything. I said, everything? She said, yeah. She said, we sold the kitchen table. She said, we sold all the silverware, the furniture. She said, we sold it all. She said, you should have been here yesterday. I was like,
another thing about those estate sales, one thing I do want to mention, if you do go, I go on the first day. I never had a problem where I do follow one company that's around in this area. He keeps in touch with me and lets me know because I get an email. Don't forget, you can register with these companies, and that way you'll be one of the first ones to get a list before it even gets published on when they're doing another estate sale. One that I follow, I love because of the fact that I can take everything and I know exactly what I'm looking for because they usually put pictures on the website. When you go, a lot of like this one particular company I follow, he will let you buy whatever you're looking for and put it in a pile. And once you're done, he'll give you a flat rate and you can negotiate back and forth. Sometimes, but this particular company, I do it all the time, and he gives me the best deals, and I've made money on all of it already. So don't be afraid to ask. Don't forget to also.
Once you become a regular, they'll do that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And then at the end, if they know what you're doing and they want to get rid of it all, they'll contact you if you're on their list. And if you're interested and you talk to the person that's there, they will let you come and get everything at the end. So you just never know.
That's right.
So definitely make connections when you're out there, especially on estate sales.
There's been a lot of times that I've been trying to get products and I've needed to get some more inventory built up. And what I do is whenever I go to these yard sales, I'll ask them, hey, what are y'all going to do with this stuff whenever you get done with it? And if they say, well, we're going to donate it to charity or whatever, then what I always say, here's my card. If something happens and you decide that you want to just get rid of all the rest of it and you're tired of it, you just want to be done with it, call me and I will come pick it up, and then I will go through it and I will find what I can. And I'm always honest with them. I'll tell them I'll sell whatever I can sell. The rest of it, I'll either donate to the Women's and Children's Shelter, I'll donate it to the Red Cross, or I will donate. There's a little shop here in town that is like a resale shop, but it's all strictly volunteers and they don't really make very much money. So I'll donate it to them. And these people, if they don't have to deal with it, 9 times out of 10, they will say, okay, when the yard sale's through and we're ready to get rid of it, we will call you. And I've had people call me, I don't know how many times, saying, hey, we're through. We need you to come pick it up. And I'll go get a truck and a trailer load full of stuff and bring it back to the house and get it all.
I want to touch on Westside Gary's comment. Yes, some areas, depending on where you live, some of those estate sale companies will charge a lot higher price. So again, you need to do your homework, work with the persons that are there, that's in charge of that. You need to connect with someone. That way you can get your leg in there as far as getting into the leftovers at the end, so to say. Also, I noticed that Swamp Picker also said you can buy more storage units, auctions of freebies, yes. Estate sales give off what they do leftovers to charities. Another thing I've done is I've gone to a local church sale 2 years ago when I first moved here, actually. And I went to there where I told them what I did. I was going to donate some stuff for them to sell just to the local church. And then she asked me for my business card, and she said, well, at the end, if you don't mind, come back and I'll give you what's left. And she did. And I couldn't believe how much stuff that was left that I was able to carry over and put into my store when I first started. So don't be connections.
For those who don't know, go to estatesales.net.
Yep. Can you drop Nana Tink's link for me? Because I'm going to talk a little bit about her channel. If for some reason you were willing to figure out houses,
zip code and how many miles you want to search,
right?
And it'll show you a ton of pictures, and you can scroll through it and say, okay, I'm going to go to this one. If not, you just say, no, that's all furniture. I'm not dealing with that. You go to the next one.
Yard sales.
All the dates.
And another thing, they put pictures in for you to see. So 9 times out of 10, you'll be able to see what's at that auction, the majority of it. So
whether or not you even want to go to that estate sale or not.
And that's it.
And for example, if you're not subscribed to Nana Tink, you might want to check her channel out, because what she does is she has this thing where she clears out houses for those who are either wanting to get ready to sell a house, and she gets her name out there, and she gets in there and she gets dirty in there and she gets everything out of the house. But it's amazing because she gets everything. And I did see some other videos where they buy everything that's in the house and they have to get it out by a certain time. So that's another way, if you're interested in that, to check out Nana Tink's videos, because she's done it. And it's amazing on the stuff that she's getting out of those houses. So that's maybe another avenue you can think of. There's so many ways you can do some sourcing. Sometimes for little or nothing, or a lot of dirty work. You just
in my area,
it never hurts anybody.
Nope, it doesn't.
Right here in my area, the yard sales are so much better priced than the estate sales. We've actually got 2 professional yard sale ladies that, whenever I say professional yard sales, what they do is they go around and they will set up a yard sale for a person. Like say Johnny wanted to have a yard sale, and Jerry would go in there and he would set it up for him and get it ready. And then Jerry would jack the prices up on the products, and then whatever extra profit he made is what Jerry got to keep. So what these ladies do is they'll go in there, like there was a bicycle at this one yard sale that I seen. The tires were flat, the seat was chewed up by a dog, the handlebars were bent, and this lady wanted $100 for this bicycle. And I flat told her, I said, look, I understand you're in it to make money and you're going to try to make profit, but if you will lower your prices, you will have a better chance of making money. And
Right.
she said, well, I've set these prices at realistic goals. And I said, no, ma'am. I said, nobody's going to pay you $100 for a bicycle with 2 flat tires and a chewed up seat.
Exactly.
It's just not going to happen. And I said, at the end of the day, you're going to have to figure out what to do with all this stuff. I said, so if you will lower your prices and you will sell it, then that's more profit for you. Because if at the end of the day, you've got all this stuff left over, that's all money that you missed out on.
Right.
So if you sell 1,000 little things for $1 a piece, or you sell one thing for $100 a piece, which one's going to go better? I mean, you're going to make $1,000 compared to $100.
Yep.
So
also want to point out that Jennifer put the link in tonight for Nana Tinks. Every Thursday night, her and Victoria do a show where it's partly a interview type show, and you have to be there to listen because a lot of the questions that may be asked for you to win points and prizes are after the fact. So you might want to go and check it out if you want to have a good night with some kind of fun night. That is definitely the channel to check out. Also, don't forget to check out Hot Mess Thrifter. That's Amy. She's going to come on at 11 o'clock. So if someone can drop the link for her channel, that way we can go over and show her some love and support. And then don't forget at 12 o'clock is Dawn and Mary on the Two Hip Chicks channel. That way we can show them some love and support at the same time and go ahead and go into another chat and show some love and support to another channel.
Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it.
Everything you're learning in here, it's again, when we talk about things, it's not to say that's etched in stone of what works for everyone, but remember that you can pull whatever you need to from each person's experience and what they do, which will help you. We all learn. I know I'm speaking for myself. I learn every time I watch someone else's video on how they're sourcing, what they're selling, because that gives me an idea of, and I'm gonna be honest with you, on my phone, I have a little notepad that I use when I'm watching out something and I want to say, oh, wait a minute, I've never heard of that name before, but you know what? I hear it selling for a good bit of money. Let me write it down in case if I ever come across it when I'm sourcing, I can look through that list real quick and say, wait a minute, I got that. I think that name sounds familiar. That helps you in the long run because that way you're learning from each and every person that you watch. And then you can implement that into your YouTube channel and or if you're doing content or in your stores, that helps you in the long run. So don't be afraid to watch these channels to learn what they're selling, what they're sourcing, and how much it's selling for. That can help you in the long run. So that helps you be a better sourcer to sell better products.
And never be afraid to ask.
That's right. I've got a list in my truck that I keep with me at all times, and it's got 100 products on it. And what it is as I've been watching these YouTube videos, somebody will say, oh, this is a bolo. Be on the lookout for this because you can get it cheap and you can sell it high. And so what I'll do is I'll write it down and then I'll go through there and I'll revise my list and I'll find the things that I need to look for. And like Johnny was saying, say you go to a yard sale and you find a Patagonia shirt and you never heard of a Patagonia brand. Whenever I first started, I'd never heard of Patagonia. I've come to find out that you can sell it for 40, 50, 60 bucks. Mm-hmm. And if you're at a yard sale or somewhere like that, you might pay $1 for it. And I mean, that's a good profit. So I didn't know about Patagonia. So what I did is I wrote it down on the list. And now every time I go to the yard sale, I carry that list in my pocket. And if I'm scrolling through the clothes or something that I'm not real familiar with, and I run across a brand that I think, hey, I think I've heard of this before. Let me check. And I'll pull that list out and see, okay, there's good profit in this brand. Or maybe I've run across it and it's a skip because it's not going to be enough profit for me to make. So I'll just bypass it and go on. But I always carry a list with me. That way I can kind of comp and see exactly what I need to be looking for.
And again, if you have a different, depending on your phone, I have a Samsung. So I have this thing called the Samsung Notes, where instead of carrying paper, I actually just type it in and I have different categories where I'll type in something that I see I want to look for in that category. And for me, that's how I use when I'm always using my phone anyway. So I use that little list for when I am sourcing. It's like, that name sounds familiar. Let me see if I have that on my list. And if you start doing that and you start getting yourself aware of things that are out there that are selling, that can help you. Definitely take it from each and every person that's either you're watching, learning, whatever, and implement. It doesn't hurt to try it. So that way you can see what works best for you, because everybody that's doing something does not mean it's going to work for you. But again, it doesn't hurt to try it.
And never jump full force into something if you're just starting out.
Exactly.
Get a little bit at a time so that way you can grow. Because if you say, ooh, sports cards sell. Okay, let me buy 40,000 of them. Next thing you know, you're not selling them and you're stuck with 30,000 sports cards in your house. And you're like, now what do I do with it? And you've lost money because that's dead money that's sitting there that you're not making anything off of. And you don't want to just now turn around and say, well, now I got to sell them out all at a loss. And you're going to get discouraged and say, well, this sucks. I hate doing this. And no, get like if someone like last night where like someone's selling just a box of cards, you buy that one box, start from there. If it goes good, then you get 2 boxes or 4, you grow with it.
Right.
You don't just say, let me just buy 10 tons of it, because next thing you know, you're stuck with 10 tons of it. Exactly. And you're now running around and you're selling stuff at a loss and you're going to lose money and then you get discouraged.
Yeah. As Paul says, I have a moving business and so I have 3 pickups now. What? That is pretty cool. I bet you find some good stuff too.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, the moral of all this is you want to have fun. Don't overwhelm yourself and start little. Start small. Try this, a little bit of here, a little bit of that. As they say, you will know what's best for you. You know what space you have to hold this stuff. You have to list it and make sure you have it ready for when it's sold. So only you will know how much space you have to do all your items. So think of that at the same time you're trying to buy large items. Try to keep it small. Like they always say, you have to crawl before you walk, much less run.
That's right.
Same thing in a business aspect of it. You definitely need to start slow. Don't overwhelm yourself, and then go from there. And as you see things are selling and moving and you're getting a little bit more money coming in, go back for some more. Go back and try to source something, retail arbitrage or whatever you can find. The biggest thing is the lower it costs you, that the most you can return in investment is what you want to look for when starting out.
Yep.
It's like last night I was at an auction because I go to the bigger auction companies, but I ended up getting a Star Wars poster that's normally between $400 to $700. I got it for $85 because nobody was bidding. So,
comment. I'm waiting for it to show up. He says, start slow and steady. Start with a salad, then an appetizer, then move into the protein. Then once you're comfortable, then loosen it up the belt and go for the dessert. Yeah, that's a great way to put it, Paul.
Then loosen the belt, unbutton the pants, untuck the shirt.
So yeah, that is just basically all. We want to make sure that if you're interested, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. I have helped many of people in the back rooms that have questions. I do not have a problem in helping you. I'm sure everyone else in the community will too. Let you know that you're always welcome to reach out to me, and I have all my ways you can contact me in the description below. And I will always be there to help anyone who wants to start out and have questions. Now, remember, what I might do may work for me, but may not work for Trent, or may work for Jerry. You just don't know until you implement it into your own business. So that's definitely the things you have to learn from it. And that's just the best way to do it, So with that being said, I do want to get ready to end the show because Amy's going to come on with James. And so that way we can go ahead and show our love and support to that channel, give you a little break in between if you need to go get some more coffee or something to drink and all that good stuff. So I hope your test results come back, and I hope everything turns out well for you. I'll be keeping you in my thoughts and prayers.
Yes.
And so what do you have coming up this week, Trent? Just your regular morning shows with me?
Yeah, regular morning shows. I'm going to try to put out a video Friday around 4 o'clock. If I can get everything lined out, that's the goal. It's Friday at 4 o'clock. I'm going to air the next video and get it up and running. So stay tuned and check out my videos, guys. I need some watch time. My subscribers are growing, and I'm so thankful. But if you get a chance, just if nothing else, play my video in the background. Just give me some watch time. I would greatly appreciate it.
There you go.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't really have that much going on.
Wendy, thank you so much. And I do my best to make sure I can help anyone I can. And that's just the way I am. Paul says, like last night's swap meet, who else loves cheeseburger salad? Last night, I felt after I wanted a bacon cheeseburger salad. I usually got that. I got that recipe from one time in New Orleans. We went to this place. It was a pasta house, and they had a bacon cheeseburger pasta dish. And so I said, well, let me do it with less carbs. We love cheeseburgers. I love salad. So let me do a bacon cheeseburger salad. And it came out pretty good. And so that's one of my go-to comfort foods for me. And so last night I was talking about it in Paul's chat, and it was like, he didn't say, I like the burger, but I don't know about a salad. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I bet it sounds delicious.
It is, and I always enjoy it. You can also do it pickles, and instead of dressings, they usually use like if you like mayonnaise, ketchup, and mustard or whatever, you can do that as well.
Yeah.
So there's all kind of ways you can do it. Yeah. Also, Jerry, go ahead and talk a little bit about what you have coming up this week.
Like I said, those who don't know, I'm doing my last auction on YouTube this Saturday, Paul Antonelli's channel at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will have just about everything under the sun and then some. So if you're looking for stuff, a lot of stuff is going to start at $1. And if you spend over $50, you get free shipping in the States.
There you go.
Awesome.
Also, check out and make sure if you haven't subscribed to Paul at Philly Flipper, he's getting close to 400 subs. So check him out. Go subscribe to him. Make sure you still subscribe. Don't forget the notification on anybody you subscribe to, so that way you don't miss out on any of the videos that they do. I have watched a lot of Paul's videos that he's got, and I guarantee you will enjoy, because he does a lot of lockers. That's another way of sourcing. If you have storage lockers for sale in your area for auctions, you can check him out as well. So help him get to 400.
That's right.
So I want to say thank you to Jennifer for putting in all the links.
Jennifer's really quick at it, and I love having Jennifer. Never get on the wrong side.
That's right. That's right.
You want to have as a best friend any and everywhere you go in any chat.
Guys, you have been fantastic. It's been a great show. A lot of information has been put out, and we want to say thank you to y'all, because without y'all asking questions, it's harder for us to come up with the content. So every time you ask a question, it's greatly appreciated.
And that's the best thing about the show. I love to have everyone interact in the chat, to where that's how we build.
You never know what's going to be the topic.
And we try to keep it to where a lot of new people coming in, so you just never know what you're going to learn for that day. And if you have a question, or you know somebody who's interested in wanting to start, and you like the morning show, bring them over. Let them come enjoy the show too. That way they can get some answers and questions and things like that in for us to answer for them.
That's
right. So that being said, like I say at every show before we end, love always. Love is always free. Please be kind to one another until we meet into another chat. Have a fabulous and blessed day. Later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, people.
Don't forget to hit the thumbs up.